If you're buying luxury on a budget or you just want to get the most bang for your buck, these are 5 categories of items you should avoid. Hey there, this is Lula LV. Today we're talking about the luxury items that are not worth your money. If you are buying with a budget in mind or you just want to make smart purchases, you should avoid items in these 5 categories. Now, I will be the first to admit, saying that something is worth it is very subjective. We're all different people with different lifestyles and different tastes. So what's worth it to me may not be worth it to you, and vice versa. When I'm buying something for myself, I generally use 2 main criteria to decide if something is worth it for me. Number 1 is it has to be something that makes me happy and brings me enjoyment. If it makes me happy, then to me, it's worth it. Life is short, and I think we have to make the most of it. So always do and buy what makes you happy. The second criteria I use specifically for physical purchases is it has to be something I'm going to actually use. It might be very expensive and very extravagant, but if it's something that I use a lot, then to me, it's worth it. Now, generally speaking, there are categories of luxury items that are not worth the money. The criteria I'm using to say that these items are not worth it is number 1, the product quality. Generally speaking, these are items that are not high quality, even though they come from a luxury brand. We're also going to be talking about product longevity as well as investment value. I don't think we should buy items purely for investment value. We should be buying items, as I said earlier, to use them and enjoy them. However, if you are looking to make smart purchases, there are items that retain their value really well, like specific handbags, and there are other items that depreciate enormously the second you leave the store with them, so we will take that into account as well. If you own any items in these categories, this is not to shame you in any way, shape, or form. I personally own items in 3 out of the 5 categories I'm going to talk about today, so please don't be offended by anything I'm going to say. Now let's jump into category number 1, and that is luxury, beauty, and skincare. I have here a lipstick from Hermes as well as a lipstick from Clinique. To be very honest with you, the quality of the Hermes lipstick is not significantly better than the Clinique lipstick. What you're really paying for with luxury beauty and skincare is not the quality of the ingredients. Yes, they are good quality ingredients, but you can get just as good quality ingredients in less expensive brands. What you're paying for is the packaging. This Hermes lipstick comes in a beautiful, very substantial orange box. It also comes in its own little dust bag. I don't have the dust bag on me right now, but I did actually do an unboxing video of this where you can see the dust bag that it comes with. It's a very hefty container with a magnetic lock. It has this gold tone H seal on the top. This is, I believe, $67 or $68 from the store. You are 100% paying for the packaging in this price. The formulation of this lipstick is not that much superior to any other lipstick on the market. So this really has to bring you a lot of enjoyment to use it. I do enjoy using some luxury beauty products just because I have a small vanity out on my bathroom countertop where I like to have my everyday items within easy reach. So I do enjoy having nicely packaged, beautiful items out on my vanity because it makes me happy to look at them. But is this worth it if you are buying luxury on a budget? I would say it's not worth it. The second category of luxury items that are not worth the money is fashion jewelry. I'm wearing a piece right now. This is the Louisette bracelet from Louis Vuitton. I own 3 pieces of luxury fashion jewelry. This Louisette bracelet, the matching Louisette necklace, as well as an Hermes Kelly double tour bracelet. And I would say that these pieces are not worth it because generally you're not getting quality materials, but you're paying a very high premium. For example, the metal jewelry that you get from most luxury houses, such as this Louisette bracelet, it's not real gold or silver, it's just gold tone or silver tone metal. It also tends to not last very long because it's not real gold or silver. A lot of times the gold tone will rub off on the gold jewelry and you'll see the silver underlayer. So it doesn't last very long. They tend to wear out very quickly. And if a fashion jewelry piece from a luxury brand is damaged, generally the luxury brand offers no after sales care. If you wear an item and, a month, a year later, it becomes damaged, generally speaking, the luxury house will not stand behind their item. So this is not to say don't buy luxury fashion jewelry, but be really careful when you're selecting which pieces to buy. Make sure they're pieces that you really love and you will use, and be aware that they will not last you as long as a piece of fine jewelry. The next category of luxury items that are not worth it are clothing basics. If you're going to buy a piece of designer ready-to-wear, do not get a basic t-shirt or something like a black tank top or a pair of jeans. It's not worth it. A cotton t-shirt is a cotton t-shirt. When you throw it into that washing machine, your washing machine's not going to know the difference if it's from Louis Vuitton or Uniqlo. That cotton shirt will wear and wash the same way no matter how much you pay for it. So if it's a basic piece of clothing, I would not recommend getting it from a luxury brand. If you're going to buy luxury ready-to-wear, it has to be a unique piece with either a unique design or a unique cut to it that will make it worth the hefty price tag you're going to pay. The next 2 categories are going to be a little bit controversial. I'm just going to go for it. The 4th category is duplicate small leather goods. It pains me to say this because I love small leather goods and I've purchased quite a few of them. However, I did a small leather goods video recently, my most and least used SLGs, and to be honest, it is not worth having a large collection of small leather goods. This is nothing against small leather goods in general. Generally speaking, everybody needs to use a wallet. You need a keychain. You may need a pouch for organization if you carry a lot of items with you, but you don't need duplicates. There's a few reasons why. Number 1, you can only use one at a time. You can only use one wallet at a time, one keychain at a time, probably only one pouch at a time. This mini pochette is, I think, the only SLG that I have 2 of. I have this one that I'm holding here as well as a second one in Damier Ebene. The only time I ever use these both at the same time is when I'm on vacation and I have a large tote bag with me, because generally when I am traveling I'm carrying more items than I normally would. That's the only time I use both of these at once. The other reason why I think these are not worth it to have duplicates is this is a trap I think that a lot of people fall into, especially with brands like Chanel or Louis Vuitton that release a lot of different collections throughout the year. You may see a collection come out or a collaboration and you want to get a piece of that collection, but you don't want to buy an entire bag for $3,000 or $4,000. So you think, oh, I'll just get a mini pochette or I'll just get a wallet. But then you have an entire closet full of small leather goods that you don't use very often. Meanwhile, 2 or 3 small leather goods later, instead of buying those, you could have had enough money for another bag or another larger item that you could use more often than having a closet full of SLGs. Now, with SLGs, I will caveat this by saying it really depends on what brings you joy, as I said earlier in this video. If all these little items make you happy, then by all means, go ahead and get them. But this is really something that has to work for you. Very few people other than you will see your SLGs unless you're on social media. In real life, I have no idea what wallet any of my friends use. I have no idea what their keychains look like, if they have little pouches to organize their items in their bags. I have no idea. So in real life, very few people will see these. So you only need a couple that work for you, that are practical and make you happy. And the last category of item that is not worth it are luxury shoes. I don't think I will ever pay full price for a pair of luxury shoes. Number one, I'm not really a shoes girl. If you've watched my channel before, you know I love handbags. That's where it's at with me. Shoes, honestly, I can take them or leave them. But I had to include shoes on this list because in terms of investment value, shoes and ready-to-wear are the worst. If you ever change your mind on a pair of shoes or a garment and you go to resell it, you will make pennies on the dollars that you spent. They really don't hold their value at all. The only exception would be things like a limited edition sneaker. Some of those, yes, they do sell really high, but those are specifically collectible shoes. I'm talking about everyday wear shoes. I don't think they're worth paying full price. Number one, shoes almost always go on sale. Even if the brand doesn't place their shoes on sale, a lot of shoes are available through department stores. They're often included in promotions. The department store may put the shoe on sale, or you can always use your own loyalty points to get a discount on shoes. I really can't think of a shoe, like one particular shoe that I need bad enough that I'll spend $1,000 on it brand new at the boutique. I will primarily shop for shoes at department stores, and I can almost always find some really beautiful shoes that work for me, and I can get them on sale. As I said in the beginning of the video, I am not saying absolutely to never buy any of these items, but if you're new to buying luxury, if you have a budget to keep in mind, or you're simply a bargain hunter and you like to get the best bang for your buck, then I would recommend you think twice before purchasing from any of these categories. If you can, try to limit your purchases of fashion jewelry, luxury makeup, etc. Let me know what you think of this list. If you have any other category of luxury item that you think is not worth it. That's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this topic, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to come back every Wednesday and Friday for new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.